Good evening and many thanks for joining me on the Thursday edition of Primetime News. As we slowly wind down the week, it's a pleasure to be in your company. I'm Selima Shimwefeleni Masipa. In our top story, we shed spotlight on one of the overlooked aspects of health, that is employee wellness. Deputy Minister of Health and Social Services, Esther Munyangwe, says one of the most important reasons to begin thinking about wellness for employees is prevention, as chronic disease accounts for 75% of total healthcare cost. The Deputy Minister made these remarks at the opening of the two-day Employee Wellness Indaba conference in the capital on Wednesday.
One of the most important reasons to begin thinking about wellness for your employees is prevention. According to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, CDC, chronic diseases account for 75% of total healthcare cost. These chronic conditions, such as stroke, heart diseases, obesity, and diabetes, are among the most preventable types of illnesses. The best way to prevent disease is with knowledge and action by both the employer and the employee. So with an employer-sponsored wellness program, you can provide targeted health education and resources needed by your employees and put health on the forefront of your priority list. Director of Proceedings, as I move towards conclusion, let me remind organizations that as much as we want to make profit, it is equally important to educate and incentivize employees to live healthier.
Moving on to social development, the Turkish Cooperation and Coordination Agency TICA earlier today handed over technical equipment to Dagbreek School towards the school's woodwork workshop, as well as 3 new classrooms refurbished with furniture. The Turkish ambassador Feral Sekerek Orukapatan, while officially handing over the equipment, noted TICA is primarily investing in health, education, as well as socio-related projects. She added TICA has completed 100 projects in that regard since 2014.
Well, in fact, I have to thank you to TICA for organizing this event and donated some very much needed items to the school. Daybreak is a special school for, the special learners. And today they have already furnished 2 classrooms, which the new situated in the new buildings. And also we have donated in fact, some woodcraft equipments for the learners especially. The aim of the project is first to, of course, to improve the physical capabilities of the school by donating this desks and other stuff. It is just helping this aim. The second objective also to prepare the learners to the life after the school, especially give them some special skills where they can survive in the out life after this graduation, where they can stand on their feet and find the inner strength in their hearts. So these are the 2 main traits of the donations of today.
Yeah, so today is another happy day for us. As TICA, we cooperated with Ministry of Education of Namibia and reached to Dagbreek School. We have donated 24 desks and chairs to increase their capacity of Dagbreek School, and also we have donated some equipments and materials to the workshop of Dagbreek School, where kids are improving their skills to use it in the competitive market so that they can look for a job easily.
At the same occasion, Principal of Dagbreek School, Paul Duplessis, noted there is a shortage of special needs schools in Namibia and more investment in this regard is always welcome. The Dagbreek School was established in the 1970s with an initial enrollment of 21 learners accommodated at a house in Windhoek. Over the years, the school's enrollment has grown to 150 learners with 35 learners accommodated in the hostel.
Long ago, there was a shortage of special needs schools in Namibia. Still, it is a shortage, but the school was established in the 70s. Since then, the school escalated from 21 learners at a house in Windhoek, later to this premises here at Dagbreek School, where we currently stand. We stand at 155 learners and 35 learners at the hostel. So we are very fortunate to have this morning the ceremony with Tika, and we actually celebrating with Tika this donation of desks and chairs that you're also going to view now in the classrooms, and with other tools also to make our teaching easier, which includes hand tools and machine tools for the woodwork room, and also for the car washing vacuum machine, and also a machine for the cleaning the vehicles. Yeah.
Moving on to health-related matters. The Ministry of Health and Social Services received medical equipment and supplies worth 1.5 million Namibian dollars from a German-based organization in the capital earlier today. Wenjidu Virakandanga compiled this report.
I'm delighted to receive the items that form part of today's donation, namely 45 hospital beds, 45 mattresses, 45 bedside tables, 5 treatment tables, 4 infusion stands, 3 bath lifts, 2 wheelchairs, 1 standing sliding unit, 1 medicine trolley, 5 shower chairs, 4 roller chairs, 4 toilet chairs, 5 walkers, 3 physiotherapy tables, general medical supplies and other items. The donation, as we have heard from the previous speaker, is valued at 1.5 million Namibia dollar. I take this opportunity to assure the Namibian people that we will not relent in our drive and resolve to provide the Namibian people with the best care that we can give.
Stay tuned for the business segment. Welcome to Primetime Biz, the segment that breaks down everything business and economics. Leading the segment, the head of the Katutura Residents Committee, Benestus Kandundu, on Wednesday appealed for the relaxation of the Windhoek municipality debt policy. Kandundu surmised that during the COVID-19 lockdown stages, the policy on debt was never relaxed and estimations on accounts were the order of the day. Diana Kauta filed this report.
After ravaging effects of COVID-19 pandemic on the county socio-economic as well as business landscape, the citizenry and businesses operating in and around the city of Windhoek are yet to get some form of relief from the city administrators when it comes to payment of their rates and taxes. Various businesses suffered in addition to the subsequent closure of some of them. Furthermore, numerous households endured survival losses due to the sudden death of many families' breadwinners. It is with this in mind that Katutura Residents members is calling for the immediate relaxation of the City of Windhoek debt policy to allow for the economic recovery of the population and their businesses from negative impacts of COVID-19 pandemic.
Switching attention to neighboring Zimbabwe, where consumers are feeling the pinch of rising prices of basic commodities, with prices now being reviewed on an almost weekly basis. While the US dollar prices are generally stable, consumers using local currency to transact for their daily needs have been forced to revise their budgets continuously and at times to forgo some items they would have intended to buy. Let's get more from this report.
The Zimbabwean government on Wednesday announced the establishment of an inter-ministerial committee to investigate the causes of price hikes in the country. Minister of Information, Publicity and Broadcasting Services Monica Mutsuvangwa told a post-cabinet media briefing that cabinet is concerned about the spiraling price of 14 basic goods, especially bread, flour, cooking oil and mealie meal. The Minister of Industry and Commerce is already engaging the concerned stakeholders, including manufacturers, wholesalers, retailers, and other associations on the matter, she said.
That brings us to the end of our top news segment for tonight. Now a look at what the weather has in store for us across the land of the brave. Welcome to Sport Planet. The segment commences with some local golf. The second round of the Nedbank for Good series, set to take place in Gobabis on Saturday, will see the introduction of female golfers to the competition, which raises funds for the less fortunate. The Nedbank for Good series, previously known as the Nedbank for Autism series, creates awareness and assists multiple social institutions, initiatives and projects through golf days where they raise funds which are channeled to the different charity organizations. Switching attention onto Continental Champions League football. An all-star CAF Champions League semi-finals cast pits Esperance of Tunisia against Al Ahly of Egypt and Wydad Casablanca of Morocco against Mamelodi Sundowns of South Africa. The first legs are set for this Friday in raids behind closed doors due to recent crowd trouble, and Saturday in Casablanca, with the return matches next weekend in Cairo and Pretoria. Sundowns were the last sub-Saharan club to lift the trophy in 2016, and Wydad, Esperance and record 10-time title holders Ahly have won the Premier African Club competition twice each since. If Wydad and Ahly progress, there will be back-to-back finals between the same clubs for the first time since Ahly met Asante Kotoko of Ghana in 1982 and again a season later. Certainly epic matchups in the offing. Your sports roundup is up next. And with that, we've reached the end of tonight's broadcast. Thank you for watching. Do make a date with us tomorrow as we bring you the week's last edition of Primetime News. From myself, Salima Shimwefeleni Masipa, and the entire production team, it's good night.